Sentinels.
It's going to come through. Players towards the back of the site as kill trip set up to try and potentially play off. This is just a bit of raw spam in play through the cage. Zelsis pressing the advantage and somehow walks away with the 3. Flashback. Sole survivor. A minute left into the round. 5 bullets. TenZ is holding for the peak at just the right time. So that's the paranoia.
It looks like Foxy9 setting up to go for this fault line through from tiles.
Yeah, TenZ is going to get caught here. I mean, where the hell do you stand? He just evacuates immediately. Doesn't want anything to do with it. Be slowed down. Haunts up and over the top as well. But the wall is going to reveal onto Buzz, but there's no punish in sight yet. A sassy peaks round. Fallout.C, second return, at least with the kill. Going for seconds. It's cheeky, slightly greedy, yet he does get punished in the end with the trade still. He's turned it into that 3 versus 3. Noro theft. Given access and information towards it. TenZ though, lighting up these players. And a quick tap as well through the box. Foxy9 barely on any health at all. Fault line through and out. Sent to supplement. Bullet spam is perfect. Flashback. He's got too much to overcome there. Just cannot do it. Not against the form that TenZ is in right now. It's a 3-piece to finish off that round.
Being able to stabilize here, Sentinels. It looked dangerous. Sassy's position, just holding on to A there, and yet he read the play. They didn't lead with the fault line. They led, I believe, with a recon dart. And that allowed him enough time to be able to escape, and Zekken came in. What a slide, what a punish onto Buzz.
Spike planted.
TenZ continues to have big impact, as he did in the Gen G game.
Hey!
This is going to put the hurt onto DRX.
Noise bait idea from DRX, you could see it. Just from the way that Buzz was hopping around, getting the noise, been out. One-way smoke propped up here. We're using the drone.
I like this. You push Sassy off the angle, you make sure that Sentinels do not have info in this side of the map, and then you can go back and re-hit over towards B.
It's Zelsis over.
It's absolutely looked like B has been the favored site for DRX to hit, and I don't expect this round to be an exception to that.
Yeah,
Do they get
players already inserted?
Do they get a free cross on mid? Is Zelsis going to try to contest? Looks like he's not thinking about it currently, but they could walk into the off.
Smoke up, shots in the face, and well, blinded up from somewhere. That's Mako, right?
Aim blind.
Yeah. So Bane just couldn't see a bloody thing there, but now I know at least the operator is back online too. With 30 seconds left, they've got no pivot options. He's gonna have to overwhelm this A setup. Assassin's got a stub. Can't quite hit that first shot. Accuracy sees as well as dodge. Duke, but trade in sight, at least from TenZ. Now backs himself away, retreating to the safety of the site, and there's holes all over the place here. DRX
Would be a good time for Sentinels to go for some kind of mid push.
This is slow from Sen.
It is.
Against the rolling thunder, I feel like it could be some worries, but a nightfall at least gives them peace of mind. They know that nobody's hunkering down onto the side, and with that lurk spotted, flashback down and out. Noro theft gives them full information. Rolling thunder has to be used nice and early here. Paranoia alongside it, sees to the feet. Aftershock into the corner, overdrive, let loose. Zekken trying to get explosive, trying to get electric. John QT trying to play himself in, but he's fallen asleep at the wheel, and a few straight bullets surely needs to end the life of his DRX players. They're all gone in the end, but time, as I said, got a little bit too slow from Sentinels at the beginning of that.
DRX start out with a triple stack, looking to try to control mid, broken by that one smoke that TenZ places. Looks like they're going for a re-clear.
Yeah, I think that was the goal as well from Sen. They sent out the Paranoia, but no, or at least the Prowler, I should say. Here's the second one. Mako spots it and players, so he needs to give up that space now, back away, play the rest of his team in, of which they have arrived. And so this might just be a bit of a skirmish and a scramble now, and a scrap here with the util, blinded up second, spamming away, praying with the ghost in hand, still returns with a 2, up from the side. Buzz is definitely dealing out, addition back that action straight at them. John QT shuts him down, gliding round, flashback. Didn't quite dodge the flash in time, and he has got a lot to do in this spot. 2 to overcome, and it's a little bit too much at that.
These have huge value. That's why he's trying to break it in this moment as well. But we didn't really see John go for that. John was sitting really passive, so he didn't get caught by early round util. Flashback's willing to take the risk. We'll have to see if Sen can punish it once rifles come online in later rounds.
DRX is going to be late to the party here, still holding for that util just in case there was a player catching that contact. TenZ might be the mark that they were looking for still. He's got that rifle well trained, and the rest of his team in position, taking that space. Any aggression just punished almost immediately.
A nice idea. Buzz got caught by a flash just as he was looking to try to take the fight. And here's the final player on DRX. Caught, taken down. Clean.
Yeah.
All of these weapons carried forward. TenZ is going to be able to drop that Vandal and buy another one. So they should have plenty of damage in terms of their arsenal heading into round 3. Can SEN put together another bonus round? I say another. They haven't had one in this match yet, but against Gen G, 4 out of 4 bonus rounds converted.
It's insanity.
The economic damage coming out of that bonus is pretty huge.
Very much pulling over towards the scraps. That's a double face over towards Buzz. He just cannot stand his ground against it. Mako willing to square up, but the aftershock out and away with a Prowler. Now the fault line. You can see the layers of the util is just a little bit too good. And the flash was dodged by Second. Not enough, though, to win that fight out. But Toxi9 delivers a death blow, at least with a few stray bullets once more. And this is putting an immense amount of pressure in through the back of the site. Dart needs to try and help out these players and push them back once more. Foxy9 with the aftershock. It is good. Seized now through the back once more. SEN trying to find these marks and targets potentially there. It's a rich environment. Sassy creeping, hopping over. It's watched by Bane. Can't win it. Damage done. Pre-fire onto the corner. Immaculate. And in the motion, 2v2. Bullets still remaining. Sassy can make a play with it, but opting to back away and go for the reload.
TenZ has Spike.
Find you.
Now they're going for the refight. TenZ does have the spike. If the Haunt maybe went a little bit deeper, I think they would have gone for this one, but they got to watch every angle just in case. Flashback's lurking. In through behind. TenZ now planting in for that backside control. Real uncomfortable post plant for Sentinels. It all comes down to these first shots that they hit and bullets exchange through the walls. No kills yet, but spraying them down. Skewered in place. That's Sassy.
Now, I think what he means by that is keep it simple, right? Not necessarily stupid, but just go for the execs. They're not able to hold on. Fall back into some classic B post plants as long as they don't have, you know, massive ults to be able to work with. And that's what Sentinels have gone for. They've already done massive eco damage across their bonus, and now following up in round 16.
Making sure that they can use some of that util. Here's an overdrive offloaded again, but a rolling thunder used in kind. There was no tap there onto the spike to force it out early. Then just opted to use that one themselves. Just hearing these. Oh! What is that? Shock darts rebounding. Foxy9 now defusing, sticking. Needs to be defended, but the bullet spam again. Right in through the smoke, just finding all sorts of targets, but just Bane left alive despite the heroics. And not enough to do it. Be able to get some damage, and it is nice with a 4-piece to finish. But still another round accrued, added to the tally for SEN.
They've just never been able to get their eco online since.
Taking too much of a knock.
Gotta go.
That pressure out over towards A as well, DRX. As we've been saying, the economy's not good for them right now into this round. They want to shore up the A site with bodies. Praying it might be enough for them, but okay, and it actually is still. Shots rattled from the Sheriff, unable to claim that kill. TenZ is out in the open, there's no way he's still alive. But backs himself away, they want nothing to do with it now. Too many signs of life from the DRX players. And they've realized it entirely. Flashback desperately trying to retreat and try and shore up the defense over towards B, but JohnQT's already snuck his way in there.
They already know where all 4 players are. They know that there's nobody on the B site, and John, he has to not over-push this. If he gives it away, it's disastrous for SEN.
Doesn't want to give away the gun here still. In through, it's going to be ults committed. DRX, a Hail Mary is called and asked for. Answered by Buzz and Bane. Dynamic as a duo and a clearer path to success instantaneously.
TenZ.
An ult here for TenZ.
He can pick
That point.
But it took a miracle from Sentinels to put 1 on the board on their attack side.
Flash out.
Flash clearing. Celsius going to be vacuuming up the orb. Slow and steady though. Might be leaving a player in B main inserted, or might just opt in to go for over towards the A site. Sassy was tagged up in the midst of all of that. I believe by the drone down through mid, wanted to break it as well to threaten like his team was taking mid control.
Definitely feels like they're getting set up for a B split here from DRX's point of view. Of course, the intention.
Go, go, go. Sound
made. Mako. Hearing most of this one, even sent the stun flying, a little bit of a precaution there from Foxy9. The trouble with the A side is as well, you have to kind of take it into these 2 waves. DRX, they have the defenders. Final bastion of players as well. They're going to cement themselves to the spot as well, but it's fakes on fakes because guess what? TenZ, he didn't give up B main control this entire time.
DRX have heard them leaving, but Buzz, I don't think fully confirmed that.
Haunt over. Bit of peace of mind here for SEN. They're going to be trying to make their moves now out through market again. It's just fakes on fakes, but I think this is just indecision, hesitancy.
20
Rearing his head for Sentinels. You have to make a play in. I mean, DRX are still in position. They're going to be able to put you down, follow through with the rifles in hands as well. It has to be mechanical ability. You're down to 12 seconds. But still these players holding tight, close up, cutting them up, traded on sight. Foxy9, spamming, spraying, praying away. Time has to be stuck in TenZ. He holds it down. Foxy9 barely alive. In the double digits, but no more, no long. That's 13-13. And talk about cutting it close for SEN, man. That is absurd. Change up from Sentinels, though. Opted into that B main control, at least early on. Trying to use the smokes as well to hold and lock this one down out through market. Here's a battle, and here's a skirmish. Celsius postured and pushed back, at least traded into play. Second, straight damage and bullet, at least through Foxy9. He might have done enough to play TenZ. Back in, barrel, betrayed by it. Buzz didn't stand a chance. Gives TenZ that perfect time with the reposition. Out wide, Foxy9 cannot adjust it in time. Down to that 1v2. Heads appearing, Flashback has chances and opportunities, but the C's, no connection, just out of range, doubled up, SEN, the rifling, surely does it, winning it, ADS Sassy, barely there in time. I believe for the first time in this map, SEN have now claimed the driving seat.
And also claimed an empty site.
Yeah, spam though, sprayed, that's Mako. Back for the short angle, pure instinct on display there with that kill. Stray bullets and spam, only just connecting now to Sassy, spotting them out. Trips are going to be broken, but planned at least down. And now might be that second wave of things. It's a Prowler stun into the corner, looking to lay claim to the life of one of these DRX players. But now here comes the util, flowing through. C's going to be used in kind as well, pushing them back still. Player disadvantage here for SEN. A lot's going to be asked of them. One way into their face. Sassy stands his ground, stalwart defender, rips them apart now, out through, and Mako just cannot withstand this. Flashback, and Bane drop down low to Cade into the single digits, and Bane will be no more. It's a 15-13 finish to the opening map of this series, and that experience shining through.
If they can shrug that off and get back to their normal performance, it should be a really good map for them, like Termi was talking about.
Bane's got to be careful here, because already A short control, relatively lost. He's got to hear this drone now, should be calling some form of backup. Very deep committed smoke as well. Drone only just being broken. DRX happy to give this one up actually for the retake. So it's pulled a lot of util out of SEN, anticipating that it could be anchoring.
I like that clear as well. Great stun that Zekken throws out. TenZ teleports up to punish anybody that might be tucked short. They've clearly put some thought into these Neon execs, same as Sunset.
Celsius just sidestepping most of his util, not a paranoia up and over. That's a dash! Committed, a bit confident and overconfident by Buzz himself, still locking down the angles. Zekken will have a hard task at least with these players, dodging and weaving up and around here, and it does set him up. At least Flashback for that kill. Celsius trying to avoid this one up and around the cage. Just follows the trail loosely. Damaged under these SEN players, definitely a little bit messy. Just trying to play these players in as well, out through the back of the side as well. Stun, again, ricocheting cages. These are trying to help out the anchoring players as Flashback is going to try and get them south, tucked into the corner, once more gliding. Pass, Zekken, there's no more, despite the paranoia was quite good. Aftershock now will clear out this player. Flashback, it's a miracle that he even gets the one, but Mako just trying to break their ankles. The unexpected angle, Buzz is right there, Blade Storm, he's slicing and dicing. No kills there, but the damage done surely, enough TenZ. Quick evacuation with the TP barely out of dodge.
They had 10 HP between them there, the final two players on Sentinels. TenZ, with the majority of that, still only on 8.
A massive advantage still here for DRX, like you said. It's on 8 HP. Drone, saved for a rainy day, will clear through most of this one, so TenZ could not play the off angle like he was hoping. And now just holding it. Shallow into the play. It's going to have to be pure, perfect, precision, whatever you want to call it! Buzz is there, instantaneous with the trades.
DRX, they went for the Flood Defend in that previous round instead of trying to have Bane throw out his Hunter's Fury. It is still available, but he's posted up deep. They're constantly trying to get info on SEN early towards the A site.
They're not going to be able to hold on to this though. Bane's already stunned up. Darts and flashes. What a shot! Just holding down the line still. The rifles will make short work of these players. Off onto the flank.
And the hero rifle was flanking the whole time.
Bad trip. Oh, no. Camp to take it. Spots a few players, but surely not long for this world. The dash is there, stuns up. It'll have to be a no-scope to survive! Oh my! Buzz does not quite get out of there, but the damage is done. Painful strike back here to the Sentinels side. They thought that they had all the answers and options for it. Operator retrieve, flashback. Make short work of John QT. TenZ is still here, but not for long. Drop down to 30 HP, jump in with the classic.
Very regularly, they take this control and then reset, and sometimes go into the exec. This time looks like they're going to commit, which would be a lot of pressure on Sassy.
Yeah, and he's way out into the open right now. There's really no signs of it. He's going to have to play off to the side. Some timing to be taken, so...
40 seconds now until the next recon, though. And that's a big tool to not have for the retake.
Sassy holding on to the drone, though, waiting for that one. Zelsis, aftershock, down and out, in through the corner. Drone does connect, and tag onto him. It's DRX, Buzz, he tried to play inside, and in front of most of his util, SEN are overwhelming! And that is an onslaught to curve before our eyes, and Mako left to pick up these pieces and do what he can. Straight bullets, damage done. Movement hopping around, there's no easy target at all offered. And now it's inevitable. At that, a pistol round here for Sentinels and a three-piece of TenZ to close that. Around the world we go. It's a kill trip in the face, walking up behind it. Spam and spray it down. John QT could get punished. Tries to play off the stun and well lined up for him. The unexpected play, sometimes the better one. Plus, and Foxy9 dropped. Out of the picture. It comes down to contact plays. For DRX, it's the only thing that can bail them out of this.
Shadows traveling.
Look at the passive positions that SEN are holding. Just making sure that DRX don't push even deeper than the site that they're giving them. Happy to play a retake 5v3. They just don't want to get caught by a lurk.
Ultimate is ready.
Bane is lurking. It's TenZ's job to watch for this.
Trying to play the backstab, flashback.
Cage triggered.
And goes for an attempt of it. TenZ, though, catches onto Bane. And the options are limited. They know that Flashback was posturing himself onto the angle as well. A flash to play Zekin in, cleaning up these players. Nicely done by SEN. I think that might be Sassy potentially there, but he sends the dart flying back and over. They are getting chewed up entirely here. Hail of lead might be enough. Hunter's Fury seeking to offset this as well. No real connection to the delayed dart up and over the top. Ults are expended. Second, though, has not been pulled out of this spot. Stuns, they're good for it. And here's the flood defense. Sassy not removed, unrooted. Players in front of him. Mako is barely alive, but this is it for SEN. Close down the curtain on that one. They are the career killers at this point, knocking DRX down to the lowest of our playoffs.
A team that can often feel like the protagonists of Valorant's done a heel turn here in Seoul.